This video is going to show you how to use an X-acto blade. We use an X-acto blade when we are cutting paper, and we also always need a cutting mat underneath us, so either the green or the blue cutting mat will work. When we are ready to use it, we need to take the cap off the top. It is so important that you never lose this cap, and if you do, to tell the teacher right away. What we're going to do is tuck it underneath the edge of your mat so that it doesn't roll onto the floor. When you're cutting with the X-acto blade, it's really important to notice which part of the X-acto blade has the part that is shiny on the bottom, and it goes all the way along. You see that line that's going all the way along the bottom? That's the side that cuts the paper. The other side will not cut your paper, and it will be hard for it to glide across the paper. When you're ready to use your X-acto blade, for this, we are going to cut out a organic shape that has negative space to practice using it. So we're gonna draw an organic shape with some negative space. Before you start using it, we're gonna practice cutting some lines on the side. So when we cut, we always cut at a 45-degree angle, not straight up and down and not flat. Also, we never put our tip into the mat because it could break the tip, or bend it on its side because that could bend the blade. So when you're cutting on the edge of your piece of paper, see how lightly you can press and still cut through your paper. You really don't need that much pressure, so if you're pressing so hard that your hand hurts, you're pressing too hard. The easiest way is to cut towards your body when you are cutting out a shape, and to always turn your piece of paper so that you are cutting towards you. Now, you never want to put the hand that you are not cutting with below so that you would accidentally cut into your fingers. The other hand needs to always be on top of where you are cutting. If you are getting to a part where you're not turning your paper and you're trying to cut away from you, your line will be very jagged and it will not turn out as smooth as it needs to be. Then I'm going to cut out my negative space from my X-acto blade so that I have some space in the middle. And this is best to do with an X-acto blade because if I used a scissors, I would be cutting into my shape instead of just a hole in the middle. When I'm done, I can take my cap and put it back onto my X-acto blade, and then put my X-acto blade back where I found it with my cutting mat, and then I'm good to go.